Hi everyone, today I'd like to introduce you to a new brand in Australia called Out and About. You probably haven't heard of it before, but it's very, very popular in the UK. It's been around for about 10 years, only been in Australia for a short period of time. To find out more, you can look up the website, which is outandabout.com, or if you want to see some of the fabulous reviews, just Google Out and About Strollers UK reviews, and you'll notice that this particular model, in addition to the others that I'm showing today, have all won multiple awards in the UK for best in class. So please check that out. So this one here is it's obviously the double version, Out and About Nipper Double. It's suitable from newborn to 22 kilos each side, which is quite unique because a lot of doubles only take 15 or 18 kilos per seat, so it's got a really good capacity. As you can see, it's got good size 12.5-inch air-filled tyre suspension. It's very, very sturdy design, so it's perfect for the parent who wants something that can handle lots of walking, lots of off-road. The interesting thing about it is, even though it's a substantial size, well-built, big wheels, big seat, it's actually 12.8 kilos, which makes it one of the lightest doubles going around. There's a lot of doubles out there that are 15, 16 kilos, which is just an insane weight. So this really, at 12.8, is the weight of a lot of single all-terrain strollers, so it's really important. Also, if we look at the back, you'll see how the frame tapers in here. So the widest part are the wheels, which align up with the top of the frame. Wheel to wheel is 72 centimetres. Now that's narrow enough to fit through a standard doorway. So even though it looks quite big, surprisingly compact. Which brings me on to the next point. There's the two camps, two schools of thought, if you like, between doubles. There's the inline, one behind the other, and there's a side-by-side. Now in recent times, with the redesign of double side-by-side strollers like this one, with the swinging in of the frame, there's only marginal difference in size between the two. There's a lot of inline double strollers out there that are only a couple of centimetres narrower than the Out and About double. In saying that, there are other brands that are quite huge, so please don't not look at this because you're concerned with the size. It's surprisingly compact, and because it's side by side and it's got a single wheel at the front, it's incredibly easy to push and turn. So yeah, Out and About Nipper Double, newborn to 22 kilos each seat. So let's move on now to some of the features, and I'll start up here at the top with the handle. Adjustable handle, there's about 5 positions there. Really important if you've got different height parents, so you can get the optimum handle height for you, so you're not leaning or you haven't got your hands up unnecessarily high. You'll notice it's also got a nice soft grip on that, as opposed to rubber, which isn't as comfy. If we go into the back here, you'll see each seat we've got a little zip-up viewing window here, which I'll just open one. And you obviously pre-open that if your bubby's going to be sleeping. Get a nice ventilation window in there, and you'll move now over to, you'll see the seat recline. It's a simple cord, which is basically you slide up and down by squeezing that button there. And have a look at this. This is quite unique on any stroller for that matter. Fully reclined, as you can see, is completely flat. A lot of strollers, fully reclined, sit like that. So you don't need a bassinet for a newborn baby in this stroller. In saying that, there is a bassinet kit available. It's obviously purchased separately. You can get a single or a double bassinet kit. You also need to buy a bracket, but that's an option available if you need it. Something else also unique on the Out and About, all strollers, Out and About strollers, is typically when the seat's fully upright, they'll sit like that in other brands. As you can see, it's not all that upright. With Out and About, you can actually lock your seat really upright. That's quite a good feature when your child's at sort of 6 months plus and they really want to sit up and look around, because if the seat's back like that, they look to the side, they can't really see out. So that's a really good feature that you may not appreciate now, but you certainly will once your child's a little older. Now, on the back here, just underneath, a little hard to see, there's actually a storage chute, which is drawstring. And that chute actually goes all the way forward to the front. That's perfect for your lightweight items like your baby care, things like that. And there's 2 of those, there's one on each side. There's heaps of storage, and then you've got your basket underneath. Now, given you've got your storage chutes on the back, In the basket you keep your handbag and things you aren't going to need along the way, and you put the baby carrier in that storage chute. You'll notice also this has got a really good brake like on the other Out and About models. It's a pedal brake, down to engage, push the other side to disengage. Because it's done from above, you can do that with open-toe shoes on. And it doesn't sound like much, but there's other brands where you cannot do that without wearing closed-toe shoes, and that can be quite a nuisance if in summer if you're wearing thongs or whatever and you want to disengage the brake, it means you've got to bend down and do it by hand. There's two red buttons on either side. Lift that to release the wheel, and I'll just show you something else that's quite interesting here. You can get a different wheel kit for the Out and About. These are 12.5-inch air, and obviously air tyres are the benchmark for all-terrain off-road sort of smooth riding. If you want something a little more compact, a little lighter, you can get a wheel kit. It's obviously purchased separately. There's all three wheels ready to go. They're 10-inch as opposed to the 12.5s on there, and to put them on you simply take it off, slide it on, and you do the same on the other two wheels, so it's a complete set. Now, if you do that, they're a solid wheel, obviously they don't need air. In saying that, air tyres, if you keep the right pressure, should be very, very reliable. These obviously are solid EVA tyres, so they'll never go flat, but they're also 1.5 kilos lighter than these, so if you put the full kit on, you've basically got one of the lightest doubles in the world at just over 11 kilos, which is incredible considering all the full-size features, storage, good size seats. They're quite popular for people who travel or people who might have a bad back and just want that little bit lighter experience in the stroller. Okay, so let's move on to the front here. Now on the canopy, the two independent canopies. A fantastic feature on this stroller is you have 4 of these storage pockets. That's ideal place to keep your phone and your keys and that sort of thing. So as far as storage, it's more storage than any other double stroller on the market. So you've got the top, the middle and the bottom, as I said to you before. So, you know, convenience items, phone, keys, baby care, and your bag nice and safe down below. There's obviously your little peekaboo window on each side, as you'd expect. And then we'll move on to the seat. But before we do, you'll notice something interesting on the Out and About stroller. The hood's quite flat. A lot of strollers out there have quite a bubble. The reason the hoods are flat is if you look at the side here, you'll notice the seat, front of the seat dips down. What that does is create headspace. A lot of other brands, the seat's flat, which means they need to bubble to create headspace over the stroller. So if I put the seat up and hold it in place, you can see there, you've still got ample head clearance. It is slightly an optical illusion because the seat does dip down so low, you can't see my hand there. The seat back is actually quite long. It does look short because you tend to look straight across here, but don't be fooled by that. It's quite a generous seat, particularly for a double, and it's got 22 kilo capacity. Included in the box you get this removable liner, obviously 2, which is fantastic. They come off for hand washing, which means you don't have to spot clean your stroller. 5-point harness with padded shoulders and crutch, which is obviously a nice feature as well. All adjustable. You've got 3 different heights here depending on the age of the child. Moving now to the front bar, there's a button on each side. You can hinge it or remove it. And that's where the adapters would go for the bassinet kit, should you use that. Now this stroller is not capsule compatible, it's only bassinet compatible. Down onto the front here you've got a nice size double footstep, heavy duty plastic, so kiddies in and out of there all day long, mud, etc. Nice and sturdy, easy to keep clean. If I tip it onto the back here and show you, also we've got the typical quick release wheel that you'll see on bicycles. Take that off if you need to make your stroller extra compact, and then squeeze it back. Also the top here is your swivel lock for extra rough terrain. Okay, so how does this thing fold? Well, it's quite easy and surprisingly compact. You've got a couple of locks on the side, but before you do, make sure your seats are forward. Lift up your locks, red button here, and you'll just notice, look, I'm barely touching this. A lot of other strollers out there, when you fold it, you've either got to fold it flat to the ground or hold it The great thing with the out and about design is all I'm doing is letting it just roll in. I'm not holding any weight. Lean it back, make sure your front wheel's turned, give it a push and it engages on the side lock. Now, it's actually almost a square shape, so surprisingly compact. If you take off the wheels, it'll fit literally in any boot. We've tested this in a number of small hatchbacks and it's a really good size. To open now, separate your frame from the lock. And again, look, I'm hardly even lifting it. I say other brands, you've got to physically lift it and throw it open. And so I'm just supporting it here, grab the handle, gently bring it up to me, look, one finger, re-secure your side locks, and you're done. So that's the out and about Nipper Double. It's one of the lightest and certainly most versatile strollers in the market. Perfect for parents who want something that can handle lots of walking, lots of outdoors, but it's still light and compact enough to go to the shops. It'll fold up and fit the boot of a small car. Like all out and about strollers, they're incredibly well made, so they come with a 2-year peace of mind warranty. There's a full range of accessories available for purchase separately: sun covers, rain covers, bassinets, travel bags, and so on. And it's incredible value. So please take a look, check out the website outandabout.com, and send us a question if you've got any questions that haven't been addressed in the video. Thanks very much for watching.